Okay, welcome to part 3 on our series of Qigong and headaches. So today I'm going to show you a couple of acupoints and a couple of Qigong moves to help us in regulating and alleviating headaches. So if we start with calming the mind, you want your feet shoulder width and parallel. Imagine your shoulders between your feet and the crown of the head nice and high, so you've got a nice vertical axis to move along. And if you flex your knees and relax the arms by the sides, as you extend the legs, bring the arms up to horizontal and gently back down again. We're going to keep the breathing in and out through the nose, in on the way up and out on the way down. You'll find as you do Qigong moves, your breathing rate is going to slow down and regulate itself. But something else that we can do to good effect is bring our breathing rate down to 5 or 6 repetitions per minute. And this is what they call the coherent breath. It brings your heart in line with your mind. Breathing in on the way up and out on the way down. So if we count to 5 on the way up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to end up around 5 or 6 breaths per minute, depending obviously how quick you're counting, and that's got to be in harmony with the speed of the move. So if you find yourself going too quickly, slow the movement down and slow your count down. Okay, so that's called calming the mind. And you want the vertical axis to move along, crown of the head high, chin tucked in. And this move is very good for your liver and gallbladder channels. And then we'll come back to center. So that's the first move. Now the second move, possibly my favorite, probably the most popular move that I teach, called waving hands in clouds. So if you raise your left hand to eye height and keep the shoulders lined with the hips, again you want that vertical axis, a flex in your knees, just rotate your hips to the left, swap hands and come back in the other direction. So if we relax the shoulders, we relax the arm and the hand, slight flex in our knees, and we're moving around the vertical axis. A small spacing between the fingers, and keep your thumb away from the index finger. And keep the breathing through the nose. And then we can introduce the 5 count. So if I go from here, breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then swap over, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, breathing out. So breathing in one direction and then breathing out in the opposite direction through the nose, and you'll find you'll end up in that magic 5 to 6 repetitions of the breath within 1 minute approximately. So when we get into coherent breathing, we invite the system into parasympathetic mode. So we switch into rest and digest mode if we're not there already, and we come out of sympathetic mode, which is the stress response, fight and flight. And we come back to center. So if you combine that breath rate with the move, it will be to your benefit. And also you've got the breath to use. Say you were laying down in bed and you wanted to calm down, get into rest and digest mode. You can then just focus on those count of 5 breaths to get you into that rhythm and the coherent breathing rhythm. Okay, so that's the 2 moves I'm going to show you this time, and then we're going to look at the 2 pressure points. Okay, let's look at a couple of acupoints. The reason I like to introduce these into the equation is they can be very useful markers when, after we've learned a set of Qigong, we might not know which moves we want to, or we might best be focusing our attention on. In this case, obviously, we're looking to focus on the liver and gall bladder, but the 2 channels are going to run as a pair. So as I said, the 12 main organ channels run in pairs. Liver comes up through the body, gallbladder goes down. They complete a circuit. If we get imbalance in the one, it's going to impact the other one to a degree. So liver 3 is one of the most, if not the most used acupoint in acupuncture. You'll find it on the top of the foot. Remember, the channels are bilateral, so either foot. If we run a fingertip down the valley between the big toe and the second toe, and to the point of where the bones converge again, and we put some firm pressure in that area, that is the home of liver 3. So I'm using my thumb tip to get some decent pressure in there. It's a deeper point. It's not going to be found tip-tapping around the surface. Okay, and to complement that one, we can check gallbladder 41, which is in the valley between the little toe and the 4th toe. So again, if I just run a fingertip along that valley until the bones start to converge, this one isn't as deep. You'll find it more easily, and just some firm pressure in there, you'll know if the gallbladder channel's happy. Okay, so a couple of markers on your liver and gallbladder happiness rating. So I hope you enjoyed this little series. If you did, please press the like button and maybe the subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.